Good afternoon, one and all. I am Avilash DC, Assistant Professor, Shri College of Engineering, cordially inviting you all to the valedictory function of Grand Finale, Software Edition of Smart India Hackathon 2020 at Shri College of Engineering Nodal Center. To say a few words about the college, Shri College of Engineering is established in the year 2001 in IT capital of India, Bengaluru. Shri College of Engineering, Bengaluru is affiliated to VTU Belagavi, approved by AICTE, New Delhi. We have 3 startups inside the campus which are working on various products. In coordination with National Startup Policy, SVCE has designed incubation and startup policy to encourage students to become entrepreneurs. SVCE is also providing space for startups inside the campus as a part of Make in India, Made in India theme. We are very much glad to be a part of Smart India Hackathon from last 4 consecutive years. Once again, I cordially invite you all to the valedictory function of Grand Finale Software Edition of Smart India Hackathon 2020. As a chief guest of the day, we have Mr. Aneesh Walapil, Manager, Red Hat India Private Limited. Welcome, Mr. Aneesh. We also have Mr. Ajay Rawat, Startup Fellow in MHRD Innovation Cell. Welcome, Mr. Ajay. As a guest of honor, we have Mr. S. Surya Prakash, sponsor of M. Vishwesvaraya Award. Welcome you, sir. We also have Principal Dr. Suresha, Shri College of Engineering, Bengaluru. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I also welcome Dr. Shashidhar V Muniyappa, Chief Executive Director, Shri College of Engineering, Bengaluru. Welcome, you, sir.
Sir, he is having some network issues. At any point of time, he may join. That's what he has conveyed. I hope I will join at the earliest.
Okay. So I also welcome all the heads of various departments, Registrar of SVCE, faculties of all departments, coordinators and participants. I welcome you all once again. So now I would like to invite Dr. Suresha, Principal, Shri College of Engineering, to welcome the gathering.
A very good afternoon to all the distinguished intellectuals and delegates who are a part of valedictory function of the first of its kind virtual Smart India Hackathon Software Edition Grand Finale 2020. Eventually, it's my noteworthy privilege and honor to deliver a welcome address on this occasion for the August gathering. I wholeheartedly welcome the organizers, AICTE, MHRD, and now the Minister of Education and Ministry of Innovation Cell Persistent Systems to organize this national level event and choose Shri College of Engineering, SVCE Bengaluru consistently for the 4th time as the nodal center. Welcome you all. The management of SVCE is very thankful to AICTE and MIC for providing this opportunity for the 4th time to organize Smart India Hackathon at our center. We are very grateful to and thankful to AICTE and MIC. I am very happy to welcome one of the guest of honor, Mr. Ajay Rajawat, an innovator and working as a startup fellow in MHRD Innovation Cell. And he is very much involved in organizing Smart India Hackathon from past 2 editions. Welcome, sir. It is my privilege to welcome a key eminent personality and a good friend of mine, Shri S. Surya Prakash, basically a metallurgical engineer from IIC, Bengaluru. He is currently associated with Kuwait Oil Company, working as a senior engineer at Corrosion Division. Apparently, I am happy to inform you all that Shri S. Surya Prakash has sponsored a special prize in the name of Shri Mokshagunda Vishwesvaraya for one of the outstanding team at SVCE Nodal Center. We thank you for the initiation and the extended support, sir. Please welcome. I take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest of this function, Mr. Aneesh PV, Manager, Global Learning Services, Red Hat India. Welcome, sir. I extended my welcome to and deep sense of appreciation to Mr. Amit, Mr. Ajay, Vigilance Officers, and Mr. Ajay Spark from MIC and their entire team for coordinating all these days successfully for the completion of event without any issues from our nodal center. Welcome you all. It is immense pleasure to welcome our Honorable Chairman Shri V Muniyappa, sir, Shri Venkateshwara Group of Institutions, and respected Chief Executive Director Shri Shashidhar V Muniyappa, Chief Executive Director of SVCE, and a Nodal Center Head, Spark of SVCE, and all the program coordinator heads, faculty coordinators, and supporting staff for effectively planning and consistently supporting the entire team to execute this virtual event under the able leadership and guidance. Welcome you all. I welcome all the 21 teams along with their mentors and jury members, Mr. Arvindan, Mr. Pawan Shetty, Mr. Balu, Mr. Stephen Devpal, Mr. Subramanian, Mr. Kavirappa, and SVCA judges for this function. I welcome all my colleagues, faculty, and staff of SVCA for this event. Welcome one and all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Abhilash.
Thank you, sir. Now, I call upon Dr. Shobha M., HOD, Department of ISE, SVCE, will introduce our chief guest.
Thank you, sir. Honorable dignitaries, it's my profound pleasure to present a brief profile of our chief guest for today's valedictory function, Mr. Aneesh Puthiya, currently working as manager, Global Learning Services, Red Hat, India. Sir has over 25 plus years of rich, extensive experience in IT education business and software delivery. Sir has acquired diploma in computer applications and MBA degree from Madurai Kamaraj University. Sir has also explored various opportunities with respect to roles in career phase, being an academician, programmer, project manager, global delivery head, chief operating officer, chief executive officer, and many more. Sir's primary skills include, but not limited to, teaching, programming, software delivery, mentoring, and never say no for any challenging situation and opportunity. Sir strongly believes in hard work with focused approach and achieves excellence and success in life. On behalf of Shri Venkateshwara Group of Institutions and Shri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, I welcome you once again, sir, and to have you as a notable personality with all of us today. Thanks. Over to you, Abhilash, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Shobha. Now, speech by Mr. Aneesh Puthiya. Over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Shobha, for that wonderful introduction. And I really appreciate the entire team who is working with Dr. Suresha and the entire college management team and every individual who put their effort to make this event a successful one. I really understand that whoever participated in this wonderful event or a hackathon, everybody might not have won or going to be a winners, but I believe that everybody who participated in this wonderful IT hackathon event, they all are winners. When I say they all are winners, the reason is everybody who attended or attempted in this program, they must have a lot of learnings, whether it is technical skills or whether it is a team management or whether it can be how remotely a project can be executed and delivered. I will go back to maybe 25 years back. I always compare the way the people, like, the previous generation and the new generation people. We were also very lucky, and the students, those who are in the campus currently, they are also very happy, very lucky because of so many reasons. The one thing I would like to share that when I was studying in the colleges, I never had this kind of situations or this kind of environment that people will be coming from the industry and they are sharing their experiences with the next generation of people. It was always one-on-one, like we have to identify our passion and then try to find a way to get into that or excel in that passion. And we never had a kind of situation that which the job role we should be going ahead. 25 years back, it was always like either a doctor or an engineer, or most of the people will be going to Middle East or a government job. Currently, if you see that, the opportunity is vast. Students are able to choose their roles based on their passions. This kind of innovative events or the kind of exercise which the Venkateshwara College also participating and bringing all the students. I was very happy that when I heard this is a nationwide event, and I do not know how many students have joined today for this, but it's more than thousands of students, maybe 10,000 students have participated in this event. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we all are affected, but this is a new normal, a new life which we all are experiencing. I would like to take one point here is that we have one thing is common, whether it is a student, whether it is a professor, whether it is a people like us, professionals working in the IT industry. It's time. Time is common for all. And I believe that that is what our life. The reason is our life will be decided, or our progress and success is decided on how we utilizing the time. I have seen how students, when they joined the campus, they will be coming with a lot of passions that, okay, after +2, they will identify the college, maybe nearby, or a good college, which provide value add. After joining, immediately that passion will come down. So many factors. It could be the friends' influence, and some students may never had a kind of passion, but they will also get motivated by influencing their friends and the professors in the campus. They are going to realize the fact that, oh my God, 3 years have passed. That point will be when they get a rejection notice after attending a placement. I'll take one example. When I was talking to a few other colleges in the past, I'll take two scenarios, two examples. I was giving a session for a group of MTech students. I asked them, what is that you want to become after you complete your MTech? So they were having different passions. The one wanted to become a software engineer, CTO. Somebody wanted to become an entrepreneur to start their own business. One student said that I wanted to become a chef. Then obviously the friends, because the student, he never expressed that he wanted to become a chef. Students, the friends also got surprised that why a person who wanted to become a chef is undergoing an MTech computer science. Then obviously, people were asking that, then why are you here? Why are you doing MTech? You should have gone to a maybe hotel management or some, cookery related courses. He said, sir, I'm here because of my parents. That is a typical scenario. Most of the people, I'm not saying that everybody is having the same kind of situation or experience. Then I asked him, so do you think that your parents are wrong in choosing a career or choosing a MTech computer science for you? Then he asked, sir, I do not know where I'm going to use my MTech degree when I do or when I follow my passion, which is the cooking. Okay, I'll correct. So I told you, let us assume that after 2 years, you have become an entrepreneur. You have started your own venture where you have different kinds of foods available. How are you going to make it available for your consumers? Where you need technology, right? Nowadays, we all are depending upon Swiggy or any other online platform to order online and get it. So I would say that your parents are right. The reason is they might not be aware of how the technology is going to help you in the chef career. But if you see that you are carrying a technology certifications or a post-graduation in tech and computer science, tomorrow you will have maybe 100 or 500 or maybe 1,000 employees working under you. You have to manage the particular domain, which is cooking, and the other side will be supporting you the technology. If you understand the technology, nobody is going to cheat you in the sense that, okay, this will take maybe 5 months to develop this application or something like that. So they are absolutely right. Then everybody realized that, yes, this is true. So which means if we take any services or any domain without technology, we cannot survive. Every day we are touching with technologies. And nowadays, without internet or computer or mobile, we cannot survive. The second example which I was referring to is that whenever I talk to the students in the campus, I always take one example, which is 4:40. When I was in North, my family members used to refer to that, to my son. When I say 4:40 is that mostly the BTech students, if it is MCA or Arts and Science, they will be maybe 3 years. If it is MCA or MTech, maybe 2 years. They are there in the campus for these many years. So I'll take a typical example of BTech. So they are there in the campus for 4 years. They are there to build their career. They are there to learn new technologies based on their interest and passion, assuming that after 4th year, they will have a campus recruitment and they will join with their dream company. So when I was referring to this 4:40, there were few students, they started crying. Then I surprised, oh my God, did I not do any mistake or anything wrong? Then I asked them, what happened? So they said, they have a campus recruitment scheduled for next week. But the skill set which the company is asking for is not, they are not carrying that skill set. They don't have that. But they were in the last semester and they have left with 2 months. So then I suggested that, see, that's a learning for you. You might be at your 1st year, 2nd year, 3rd year, or 4th year. When you look back, you have to make yourself convinced that how the time you have utilized, the people whom you are in touch with or you are interacting, maybe it is your friends, maybe your faculties, or whoever it is, the mentors, you might be spending hours with them. Have you ever realized the fact that how that amount of time is helping you to build your career? I'm just looking at the career part. Maybe they might be influencing you in character building. Yes, that is also very important. But the time you have spent in the campus, the time you have spent with your friends, families, mentors, you have to convince yourself that was that useful or it was just simply wasting time. Because we don't have time. That's what I was telling. We all have one thing in common, is time. You cannot ask your principal or the HOD that, madam or sir, can we go back another 6 months so that I can learn the new technologies which is looking for that company, whichever the company is going to come for campus recruitment, they are looking for a specific skill set. Can we go back and learn these technologies so that I will prepare myself and prepare for my interview? It is not possible. So having said that, you all, the students now, are very lucky to have people like us and people like the professors, the mentors you have in the campus. Maybe students are from different colleges. You have to make use of that, because now if you see the COVID situation, suddenly it is like when we got up from the sleep, it's a new world. The past normal is gone. It is now the new normal which we are talking about. We cannot interact with our friends like the way we used to. I cannot interact with my family members the way it used to be. So the technology is also changing. Maybe you must have learned a particular command in Python or Java. Now everybody is talking about cloud, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, full stack. So many job roles are available now. Only thing is that few technologies are common. You have to see, do you carry that skill set? Or even if I can imagine, or I can think that in the 10,000 students, there will be so many entrepreneurs, will be coming up. So many students will be going for a job. So many students will be going for a higher study. But everything is related to technology. So we should have that skill set before we come out of the campus. You will have enough time to interact with your professors and lecturers to understand that what is happening. I was interacting with a few CXOs and the academicians to understand what is that they are thinking. Maybe the supply is from the academic institutions. The demand is from the IT organizations. We have no idea what is that the IT organization, the CTO and CXOs are thinking about. What is that changes they are going to bring into their applications, bring into their customer service experience. All these changes are going to be developed by you people. When I say you people, means students. And nowadays, the companies are not looking at further investment on building skill set on you. They expect you to come and join with the skill set what we are looking for. So you have to prepare for that. It is not that, yes, sir, I am carrying my BTech with 100% marks. Can I get a job? May not be. I'm not saying that, no. I'll take one example here again. There are 10 students. The 10 students are introducing to one person. When they introduce, will they say that, hey, sir, I'm Aneesh. I have 90% marks. I'm an engineer. So I'm Sujit. I have only 50% marks. This is not the way we introduce. We introduce that, yes, I am Aneesh. I'm an engineer. Similarly, if you go to a hospital, the doctor never introduces you that, hey, I am Dr. Aneesh. I'm carrying MBBS with the gold medal. No. A doctor is a doctor, an engineer is an engineer. The thing is that, what is that X factor you carry apart from your graduation or post-graduation? You have to make yourself visible apart from this engineering or graduation certificate. What else that X factor you are carrying? I have a few more minutes. I have not talked about Red Hat. I was just talking about how typically the campus and the students respond and they prepare for their career. Red Hat is the largest open source company in the world. Nowadays, the importance of open source is very significant, because every organization, whether it is government organizations or whether it is private organizations. In private organization, again, different sectors, banking, healthcare, or telecom. You take any domain, any sectors, everybody is depending up, thinking about cutting their cost, and they have only one choice, that is to go with open source technologies. 20 years back, I never thought that Microsoft is talking about open source. But now Microsoft is also investing on open source. Microsoft is also a partner with Red Hat. Not only Microsoft, Google, Amazon, SAP, Salesforce, so many companies are partnered with Red Hat, because we have established our presence in the open source technologies, and companies are depending on us for the emerging technologies which are developed by open source communities. Considering that every OEM like Microsoft or Google or IBM, okay, I would like to take one more point here, is that now Red Hat is part of IBM. IBM, I don't need to explain much about what IBM is doing and the market size of IBM. Red Hat brought a Red Hat Academy program that is meant for the college students or school-going students, expecting that these students should get a chance to learn the technologies or the foundation skills when they are there in the campus. Let us not wait to complete their graduation and then learn these technologies. Let us bring these technologies into the campus and let the students learn these technologies when they are there in the campus. Obviously, those technologies might not be part of your regular curriculum, but you have the environment, you have the platform to learn those technologies when you are there in the campus. And moreover, learning the technology through a lecturer or an instructor, the X factor which I was referring to, apart from your graduation certificate, a global certification is also very important. It is something like a person is saying that I have 10 years of experience in driving, but I don't have a license. If somebody is going to hire him as a driver, will that employer is going to believe that the statement that, okay, I have 20 years of experience, but I don't carry a certificate, or sorry, I don't carry a license? In that case, the license matters a lot. Something similarly, every IT organization, how are they going to evaluate at the first instance? We might be sharing our profiles that, okay, I have got 60% or 100% marks in my engineering, and I carry that much. But I will have so many people. The X factor is always like, what is that extra skill set or the global certification you carry, whether it is Microsoft, Google, or IBM, or Red Hat. That tell you, the employer, that yes, this candidate is passionate or focused about what he wanted to achieve in his career. Because this is a competition world. Everywhere the competition is there. So we, the Red Hat, brought this Red Hat Academy program to the campus. What is the benefit for the students when the college or university become the Red Hat Academy is that there are 7 courses which we have designed that is only for the students. Most of them are foundation courses. Those courses are into platforms. Under platform, you will be able to learn the Red Hat operating system, the Linux. The next is cloud and containers. Now, if you Google, every organization is talking about containers and Kubernetes. And when you talk about the open source or any other strong and reliable applications to run, you need Linux. So Linux is important for you to learn. Second is the option what you have is containers, which is what every organization is talking about, containers and Kubernetes. The third one is middleware, because now if you talk about the traditional way of doing development and the modern application development, people are talking about application integrations, scalability, reliability, etc., etc. So we have a set of courses for middleware, which is our Java, JBoss. So these are the 3 sets of courses available under this Red Hat Academy program, and we have 4 certifications also, part of this training delivery. You can become a Red Hat certified instructor, you can become Red Hat certified engineer, microservice developers, enterprise Java developer, like that. Having said that, I do not know your college is now become a Red Hat Academy or not, but the professors and lecturers who are part of this session can approach Red Hat directly, or I came to know that Venkateshwara College is closely working with Netella. They can contact the Netella team to take it forward. Yeah, so I don't think I have any other points to be discussed. Thank you so much for listening to me, and thanks once again for all the individuals who worked behind this wonderful hackathon event. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Aneesh, for wonderful words. 2 topics which you took. One was the passion which you need to follow, and wonderful talk on the chef, right? Even I have an experience where one of my bachelor mates, UG mate, who was pushed, maybe you can call it pushed from the family towards the engineering. Now he has gone back to one of the reputed hotel, and he is now working as a head chef. So that's where he, after the UG course, he followed his passion. And the other thing is with respect to the certification courses. Yeah, of course, certifications matter. They are the one who say that you are valid. So as the RTO registration stays. Thank you, Mr. Aneesh Bhutia, for the wonderful speech. Now, I request Mr. MS Satyanarayana to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Ajay Rawat.
So good afternoon to one and all. Myself, MS Satyanarayana, Assistant Professor, Department of IIC, Spark SIH 2020. I am very much delighted to introduce Mr. Ajay Rajawat. So Ajay Rajawat is a passionate innovator and a startup fellow in MHRD Innovation Cell. He completed his bachelor's from NIMS University, Jaipur. At present, he is pursuing his master's in intellectual property rights. So he started his own company in the year 2014. To serve the nation, he joined MHRD Innovation Cell and he handed over that company to his fellow teammates. So apart from this, Ajay also a defense geek, so keep on appearing many times for Armed Forces interview. He's a member of Corporate Relation in Veteran India Forum, so one of the biggest Veteran India platform. So we are very much happy to have Ajay Rajawat for today's valedictory event. So thanks for joining, Ajay. Thank you so much. Over to Abhilash.
Satyanarayan. Now, I request Mr. Ajay Rawat to speak on this event. Towards Ajay.
Am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Ajay. Yes, Mr. Ajay, you're audible.
So thank you for inviting me on this valedictory session. And to be frank with you, like we are right now on a closing ceremony, but it seems like we have just started because it's too long. We have the time that we have taken, and we have came here at this point that we have to announce the winners. So without wasting the time, let me just first of all announce the winners. And after that, we can go ahead with a little bit of interaction with the teams. And you can just proceed further with your for the schedule that you have created, because we are having lots of post hackathon work here. So in bit hurry. So let me just announce the first winner. It's from MK199 Ministry of Rural Development. It's incognito INU. The leader name Janani. Are they going to be visible on screen, or I can just go ahead and just announce the names? Okay, so let me just go ahead with another team, that is MK204 Ministry of Rural Development, Codifier Megha, and MK202 Ministry of Rural Development, Zero Bug Pranav Verma, and BK169 Ministry of Food Processing Industries, one of my favorite team, Mark Darshak Mandal, because I have attended that evaluation session on mine. And MK200, that is Ministry of Rural Development, Pinakulo, Mr. Akshat. Congratulations to all of you. You have made it, and you are right now asset to entire SIH team, because you are going to change the face of this ministry problems, and you have given the solution so that now they can work digitally, and this concept of digital India can be moved further. And I would like to thank Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering and entire jury member, evaluators, manpower. They helped us a lot to make it possible. Either we were not expecting this much of a confidence level when we started in the beginning with the portal, but yes, because of the that kind of inputs from our nodal centers, we made it possible. And right now you can say that we are doing the closing ceremony, but it seems like it's just started. And to the teams who are right now hearing me and watching me live on this particular channel, I would like to tell you, if you have not won, it's not like that it's over. Most of the tasks that related to these problem statements basically comes under process after post hackathon. So our team will be in touch with you, and we will be coordinating with you, and we will be assisting you further, like how you can go ahead with your project. And we will be connecting you with the ministry, the winning teams, so that you can deploy your solution over there. So don't stop working in coding. Try to make your product more and more reliable, robust, and in terms of user interface and user experience. And the teams who have not won, I'm repeating again, it's just a beginning, and there's more to go. We are having so many hackathons coming in future, and even though MIC is working day and night just to create a good startup ecosystem here in India and abroad also. So it's not like that if you're not going to, if you didn't want the SI this edition, might be there will be another edition going to be scheduled in coming years or months, because we are having a chain of events just to hunt you guys and get you on board and get the startup registered in the MCA. So I'm done from my side. Over to the host of the SVCE. Thanks a lot, Shri Venkateswara College, for relentless efforts. And also, you guys have maintained the Daktaram of the SIH. So it's like from entire MHRD Innovation Cell, AICTE, I would like to thank you. Thank you for your support. And especially Dr. Satyanarayana, who was just calling me in the night at 2 o'clock that, sir, this is a problem, how we can handle this. And I think we were in good communication. We'll be in touch. And I think through SVCE model, we have got another nodal center that is confirmed for the next SIH edition. Thank you, and over to host.
Yeah, thank you, Ajay. Sorry, my mic was muted. So thank you, Mr. Ajay Rawat, for your wonderful speech and announcement of the results. Thank you once again. So anyhow, it was not the first time, not the second time which we hosted, and it was the fourth time, and the next time it will be the fifth time. And by this, we can say that we are into the Smart India Hackathon which we can run seamlessly. And anyhow, as you told, Mr. M.S. Satyanarayana, who's the spark of our team, he has been working seamlessly from the past 4 years. And anyhow, you know it now. And thank you once again, Mr. Ajay. Now I request Mr. Aneesh Putia to speak a few words and congratulate our students. Over to you, Mr. Aneesh.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Thanks for that opportunity. As I mentioned in my talk, that every individual who participated in this hackathon are winners. The reason is everybody learned so many things. It may be a team management, maybe a particular command in Java or Python or any other technologies which they have used. So all are winners, and we don't need to feel bad that when they have announced the name that, okay, oh, my name is not there. It's okay, because when it is a competition, there will be only one winner. I'll take one more minute to add a couple of points into that losers and winners. I always relate the sports people, to get motivated myself. One simple example I take: we all respect respect Sachin Tendulkar. Whenever he goes to a match, maybe it's against Pakistan or any other team, everybody in India, we expect that Sachin should score a century. Once he scored the century, again our expectation will increase. It goes to, we hope that, okay, let him get a double century. What happens in the first ball? He got out. Sometimes what we will do, we'll just switch off the TV and then go out. But have you ever thought, from that crease till the dressing room, what is that Sachin will be thinking? It's actually a good thing to understand that. A person who went to the crease with a lot of carrying a lot of expectations of us, people like us, but it is not that he is not experienced. We all know he is well experienced, but maybe the bowler became smart and he worked something extra to manage Sachin, and he was successful. The bowler was successful in getting Sachin out. How Sachin is hitting back again in the next match? He is not feeling that, oh my God, I got out 0. But the next time when he come back, he will score century. Otherwise, if Sachin is not carrying that passion or how to manage the failure, he will never had 100 centuries in his name. So I always relate the sports people, whenever I get demotivated, that I always relate how they handle the situations. I'll take one more example. I hope I have another 1 minute. I'm sorry. Usain Bolt, the last match, everybody was expecting he should score the first gold medal. But unfortunately, he had that muscle cramp and he could not run it. So, loser and winner, it is just a matter of a word. Everybody are winners because everybody have learned so many things from this exercise. So that is what very important. I wish all the individuals participated in this event all the very best. Good luck and God bless you. Thank you. Over to you, the host.
Thank you, Mr. Ajay. Anish, sir, thank you. Now, we have our guest of honor, Mr. S. Surya Prakash. I request Mr. Surya Prakash to speak a few words on this occasion. Over to Mr. Surya Prakash.
Thank you, Abhilash, and all the dignitaries, the students, participants. It's a great honor to be here. And thank you so much for inviting me as a guest of honor. As our chief guest was saying, it's the passion that is important to progress in life, and especially students. This is the spring platform from where you can jump up in your career. Take such kind of competitions as your spring platforms in order for you to achieve the stars. At least you will get the stardust if you have not achieved the stars. So today we have all the stars. Some have reached the stars, some have collected the stardust. The stardust is in form of experience, in form of so many learnings. So it's a very good opportunity, and SVC is doing a great job under the leadership of their CEO and their principal, Dr. Suresha. And I'm very happy to be associated with this particular event. Thank you so much, and all the best to all of the students. Over to the MC. Abhilash, over to you.
Yes, sir. Now I request Principal Sir to give away the Sir M. Vishwesvaraya Award to the gathering.
In fact, I'm more privileged to announce this because this is supposed to be announced by my Chief Executive Director, Dr. Shashidhar V Muniyappa. Because of his network issues, he is not in a position to announce this. So, this award, that is Sir Mokshagunda Vishwesvaraya Award, goes to Deepak team, that is Verbata, and the product name is Amoda. And it's a product they are going to come out with air freshener. So this is the team, and they are working on that. And they are going to become a startup company from the next month onwards, and they are opening the startup in our college campus. So thanks to Mr. Surya Prakash and thanks to Deepak for everybody for putting their efforts, and all the best for the team. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Surya Prakash. Over to you, Abhilash.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. So it's the feedback time. Now let us get to know that what are the faults or what are the positive things or the positive vibes or the negative stuff which we want to hear from our nodal center. So I request Jarish from Margadarshak Mandal team to speak few words on this. Yes, Mr. Jarish, over to you.
Thank you, sir. So I am Jarish from team Margadarshak Mandal. Initially, when we came to know this time Smart India Hackathon is going to happen in virtually, we are shocked that how they are going to do, and we got a lot of queries and how they are going to face this. But we strongly believe that anyway, Smart India Hackathon, they will release the guidelines and they will do perfect. As a result of that, they announced Smart India Hackathon is 2020 is going to happen in virtually. So from that day, even we got a lot of ideas. Especially, I want to thank Nodals and Spark, Satya sir. So it is very difficult for a Nodals and Spark because they need to communicate with the ministry and they with the own college, judges and everyone. It's a very difficult task, but he done a great job. So he also communicated with us and with us regularly. Even if we have any doubts in night 12 o'clock, even he will clear our doubts regularly. And he also conducted 3 meetings before this hackathon event and ensuring he took all the queries, especially on query raised Google Drive related query. So everything he asked queries from us, and he directly approached in ministry side and he bring out the results. And also I like to thank and I wanted to share a few about the college SVCE. So they also done a great job in this pandemic situation. It was highly impossible to gather in one place and conduct this mega event, but they did a great job, and always we got support from them. So thank you, teams, and our mentoring round and evaluation round, especially Dr. Shobha ma'am and Pawan sir and Maria Naveen sir. They took the mentoring round and evaluation stuff. Initially, when we came to know mentors and evaluators same. So we have a lot of doubts how they are going to handle this. In mentoring round, they gave a lot of inputs for us. and in evaluation round they asked a lot of questions from us. It really we worked hard in last 3 days. We are always connected in Hangout. Our team we connected in Hangout and we worked hard. And finally, I wanted to thank my team and my mentors, Dr. Annapurni ma'am and Kavita ma'am and my NDA team. I also like to thank my college for giving me full support. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Jaresh. Now we have another participant, Ms. Megha from Team Codifier. I want Megha. Yeah, over to you, Ms. Megha.
Hello everyone. So it's an honor to share my experience. And so this journey began by a mere thought of doubt. We were doubting on our self capabilities. We didn't have confidence on ourselves. But then we eventually chose a problem statement and we won. We were chosen for the grand finale for the Nodal Center SVCE Bangalore. And from the day one of coding to day three of coding, our mentors and evaluators gave us tasks that were just mind blending tasks, and they refined our coding skills, our analytical skills, our team management, and obviously time management. So these 3 days were a very hard working days, and SVCE Bangalore also had a great contribution into the success of Smart India Hackathon 2020. So well, they managed every little thing, may it be the coordination with the team members, team leaders, or the evaluators, or solving our queries anytime, any day. And thank you so much. I thank the organizers of Smart India Hackathon, our Nodal Center, for such a great cooperation and this successful event. And yes, I and my team Codifier will carry the spirit of SIH further and try our best to serve the true purpose of SIH. Thank you.
And Megha, now Mr. Ajay wants to interact with you. So I request our IT team to add Mr. Ajay and Mr. Jaresh to the login here.
So guys, you made it finally. How is the feeling?
Yeah, great, sir.
So I would like to say only one thing, that you have selected not for just for a problem statement. You have selected to design a solution that right now ministries is struggling with, right?
Yes.
So don't get that kind of feeling, and don't ever try to like embed in yourself that kind of feeling that you are a winner. You are not a winner at all. You have just started a journey now. You have to impress your ministries, respective problem statement submitter, and your jury members from ministry, your jury members from your college. Like, it's still a long journey to go. Okay, so make sure you be in touch with MHRD Innovation Cell, and you have to report every single like the change and the modification and the versions you are making for your app or web app, whatever you have developed. So I would like to just say one thing in the last, that you are winners, right? So act like and behave like winners in the post hackathon times. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, it
Sure.
will be different thing from now onwards, because we will be evaluating you, and this particular product that you have developed needs to be deployed in the ministry. That is the toughest task, and you can consider yourself winner if you are able to successfully deliver that project to ministry. Okay, and all the best, and heartiest congratulations from entire MHRD Innovation Cell. You guys are gem for us, and we don't want to lose the gems. So be with us, stay connected, and I think SVC was under my radar, so we have interacted also in the previous time, right? We have scheduled one of the Google Meet. So that's the thing, and you should thank SVCE for their extraordinary efforts to make things possible. And again, from whole AICTE, from our chairman sir, CIO sir, I would like to congratulate all of you, though only two teams have joined, but still, heartiest congratulations, and keep working, code hard, and make us proud.
Thanks. Sure, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ajay. It's been a pleasure hearing to all the feedback from the juries, from Margadarshak Mandal and Megha from the team Codifier. Congratulations to all the winners, and it's always the next time for the other participants come up with new innovation ideas, and always give your best in the attempt. Thank you. Now I request Dr. Suresha, Principal of Shri College of Engineering, to give presidential remarks. Sir.
So good afternoon, everybody, respected individual guests and jury members, participants, and everybody. It's a very great honor for us to get very good feedback from AICTE and MHRD, Mr. Ajay. And it motivates us to perform well in the coming years also. And thanks everybody for putting their maximum hard work and getting fruits, because we are all human beings. Somewhere this kind of motivations are required to perform much better. And thanks to our management, particularly Dr. Shashidhar V Muniyappa, because starting from the day one, he has taken personal interest in organizing Smart India Hackathon. He says, anything is required from the management, always you come and approach. So that way, it's very nice from him also. He has supported a lot. And particularly jury members from industries, 6 jury members, in fact, they have taken out their time and they have come out and they helped all the teams in evaluation. And again, I'm proud about Pawan Shetty because he is our alumni. He has taken initiative and was there in the inauguration and also as a jury member, thanks to Pawan Shetty and others. So from next time onwards, when we get an opportunity, we want to involve more and more alumni so that they can share their knowledge. And at some time, for youngsters also, it will be a motivation factor, because when alumni come and address our students, it will be a motivation and they can think in the positive direction. I thank one and all for achieving this success, and thanks to all organizers and all committees and all team members and all jury members. Thanks for everybody in achieving this success. Thank you one and all. Abhilash.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, once again for your suggestions and your support. Now, I call upon Mr. M.S. Satyanarayana, Spock of Nodal Center, to deliver vote of thanks. Over to you, Mr. Satyanarayana.
Thank you, Mr. Abhilash. I, M.S. Satyanarayana, wholeheartedly thank everyone who participated in Smart India Hackathon 2020. First, I would like to thank our Honorable Chairman, Shri V Muniyappa sir, for providing us this platform to showcase our skills, where exactly Shri Venkateshwara College of Engineering is standing amongst the other colleges. I thank Chief Executive Director of Shri Venkateshwara Group of Institutions, Dr. Shashidhar V Muniyappa, who will be always behind us to motivate and support in each and every aspect. If I will fail in my duty if I don't mention this point, especially here, as student mentioned, whenever they'll call me in the midnight, so I'll be available, but it is all support of my Chief Executive Director. Whenever I'll call him in the midnight, he will say, what is next? Let us start work. So he never and ever get tired. Always he will say, let us start working together. So next, I would like to thank Dr. Suresha, Principal of Shri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. So here also I will fail in my duty if I don't mention one point. So Suresha sir is the backbone of this entire SIH 2020 team. So whenever I'll call Suresha sir and ask, sir, I want to do this, you have all the freedom to go ahead. So that is only one statement which I always get from my principal sir. So I really thank you, sir. So on behalf of Shri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bengaluru, on my own behalf, now I would like to really thank AICTE, MHRD Innovation Cell for providing us this opportunity, 4th time, to become a nodal center for Smart India Hackathon. to mention few names which I really remember, and also pardon me if I don't mention any name. I would like to personally thank Mr. Abhay Jere, Mr. Mohit Gambhir, Mr. Ajay Rajawat, Mr. Sachin, Patri, Kritika, and their team for immense support what we have received in conducting SIH 2020 virtual event. I would like to thank Mr. Surya Prakash, who is the guest of honor for today's function and also sponsor of Sir M. Vishweshwaraya Award. I wholeheartedly thank Mr. Aneesh. With a short notice, he accepted our invitation. So when there is a preponement of the event, so he never said no for that. You just go with the program. I'll be always there to support. Sir, I really thank you, sir, for your kind support for this event. Now, I would like to thank the jury members from different companies, including our own alumni. I would like to thank all the judges who took all their hard-earned effort for mentoring and judgment sessions for whole day, staying back with us with all the technical glitches which we faced as hurdles to overcome them and judge all the teams. I would like to thank my team, that is SIH 2020 team, which include coordinators, volunteers, student coordinators. So everyone I would like to thank on this occasion. I'll also fail if I don't say thanks to my IT team, who will be always there as a support for us whenever we are conducting events like this. So without their support, I don't think so we will become a successful event while going for YouTube live also. So I would like to really thank entire IT team of Shri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. So before I thank the stakeholders of this event, first I would like to congratulate all the winners of Smart India Hackathon 2020 nationwide. And I also congratulate Smart India Hackathon 2020 winners of SVCE Nodal Center. So last but not the least, always the best, I thank all the student participants of Smart India Hackathon 2020. Without your support, this event couldn't be a great success. I called you, I disturbed you, so I pinged you, I messaged you, I warned you, I ordered you. So whatever I did, you are the people who supported me in each and every aspect to make this event grand success. I really say a big pardon if I missed any name, so please forgive me for that. So with this note, I would like to thank everyone who involved in Smart India Hackathon 2020 SVCE Virtual Nodal Center for this grand success of the event. Thanks once again to everyone. Over to you, Abhilash.
Thank you, Mr. Satyanarayan. That was a wonderful a word of thanks which was given. Now we have come towards the end of the valedictory function. So it's been a pleasure to working with all the invitees, participants remotely, even though it was a remote event. We were all involved personally. So thank you one and all. And let's meet once again with the SIH 2021 in the next year. Thank you one and all.